My running back number 2 is already crying and bitching about
running back number 3.
Running back number 2 is already crying and bitching about an injury.
We need a cornerback 2.
I'm intrigued to see Deontay Johnson. He's going to be an average receiver.
He's on a generational run right now.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. However, I mean, if he's on a generational run, come be on a generational run in Charlotte.
Yeah,
I think TMJ is on his way out. 4.54. I wanted to come in here and just kind of do a little bit of training camp prep. That's really where we're at this point in the season. There's really no real breaking news. There's really no, real breaking stories happening, no stories to watch, no injuries, etc. So I wanted to come in and do a little bit of training camp prep. So we have some things on the agenda. The first one I want to do is I want to talk about surprise breakouts for training camp. Who are you guys expecting to be a surprise or to look a little bit better than you predicted going into training camp? I know who my answers are. I would like to hear y'all's. Shaw Smith-Wade, if you would like me to give you one.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I think he's gonna be okay.
And I'm gonna go with Jonathan Brooks. I need to see something. I gotta see something to make me feel good. My running back number 2 is already crying and bitching about
running back number 3.
Running back number 2 is already crying and bitching about an injury. So, I mean, if you want to take that next step, I need you to show why we drafted you instead of going to get Kool-Aid. Like, I need to know. So, I need to see some kind of improvement during training camp to let me know that ACL is all right. So, him for one. I don't even know. I would say Ick, but I don't even know what I can see in training camp for Ick that's going to make me think different until he actually gets on the field.
Come on a padded day. Come when they got them pads on.
Well,
you'll be able to see.
He didn't look half bad in the pads last year.
Shitting me. The way Brian Burns was doing that whole offensive line.
You didn't think he was going to have a season like he had.
No, I don't think any of us predicted that. I don't even know how you could have predicted something.
I think he looked so bad that I thought Brian Burns was going to have a fucking
so they both just fuck with our minds. Like, it was just a mind fuck by both of them. Yeah. And so, I mean, I don't know what I need to see from Ick. And then I would like to see, I'm intrigued to see Deontay Johnson. I just want to see what he's going to do. We've been talking about him for the past couple of weeks. Everyone knows my stance on him by now.
Would you like to reemphasize it for our new viewers?
I just think he's going to be an average receiver.
What is average to you? What was our bet?
1,000 yards, 1,100 yards.
1,000 yards.
1,000 yards
10
and
tutties.
10 touchdowns.
You took the under on both.
I took the under on both. So I would like to see the connection that everybody's been raving about with him and Bryce. I just want to see that. And the wild throws that they said Bryce has been having, I need to see that. It wasn't a lot of those in training camp last year. We've seen a few here and there, but not 2 to 3 every drive, whatever they were saying. So I need to see
every day. Yeah, that was a report coming out of OTAs.
Yeah, so I need to see that. Those are just some things I need to see.
For me, I'm definitely going to say Shaw. I think that I'm going to have a close eye. And just based on his draft positioning, just based on the situation that he's given, I mean, he has the opportunity to be cornerback 2. I know a lot of people are going to make the argument that he's a nickel and he will play nickel for the Carolina Panthers. But to me, that cornerback 2 position is wide open. Because, I mean, we haven't signed Stephon yet. We ain't signed Xavier yet, which that name came up a couple of weeks ago in rumors. So
I don't know if Xavier is going to get signed, I'll be honest with you.
I don't think he will either. But
he done had a lot of off-season.
Yeah, I mean, he has been killing with a lot of bullshit.
He's on a generational run right now.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. However, I mean, if he's on a generational run, come be on a generational run in Charlotte. Because if we got to roll out Dane Jackson, do I need more of it?
Do we need where our franchise is right now, do we need those kind of distractions?
We need a cornerback, too. So, unfortunately, whatever that comes back.
We had a chance to get a cornerback, too. But you like where we went. You like the direction we get. So, I don't need us to be campaigning I don't need to hear campaigning from you that we need a cornerback, too. Because maybe Dane Jackson is what you think he is. Or what?
No. Not what I think he is.
Or what you believe that the Carolina Panthers think he is to reason to why they went Jonathan Brooks instead.
Because Jonathan Brooks was the best running back in the NFL. And there was a string of cornerbacks the best running back that was available in the NFL draft this season. That's number one. Number two, there was a string, like I keep telling you, there was a string of like 4 or 5 cornerbacks that came off. And you mentioned Kool-Aid earlier. I don't believe Kool-Aid was on the board at the time we
That's
picked.
because
We
you
already went
know,
over
you
this,
know,
bro. We already went over
you
this.
know why
Y'all
we
traded
said
back.
that.
He
Yeah,
was
you
there
know why
before
we
you
said
traded
that,
back,
bro.
He
Stop
was
acting
there, y'all
delusional,
traded
bro.
back.
We done
He
went
went,
over this.
and like
there.
3 or 4 of them other niggas went in a row. So yeah, we couldn't go.
Well, you
and
know,
so then
I
we
just-
had to trade back. Let's go get Jonathan Brooks because we gonna jump the Giants and we gonna jump Dallas. We know that they want them, and we know we need weapons for Bryce Young.
I hope
because
for
if
your
we don't,
sake.
then it's not going. It's gonna be that crybaby ass bullshit
Here
that we
you
got
go.
last year. It's gonna be Bryce can't do this because he doesn't have this and that. Well, we gonna make
Was
sure
it
the
false?
nigga
Was
has
it true or not?
We gonna make sure that nigga has a plethora of options. Yes, it was true. That's fine.
Okay.
So cool. We fixed that. We went and spent $100+ million on our offensive line. We went out and went up in to the first round so we could have a 5th-year option for the nigga to grow with a wide receiver 1 potentially. We went out and got Deontay. You know, we think that Jonathan Mingo's going to be okay. We know Adam Thielen still has some juice in the tank. So cool. No more excuses for the bitch.
I pray that
No more.
Shaw Smith-Wade
Shaw Smith-Wade. That's one.
is smart enough, because that's all we keep hearing is how smart of a player he is. I hope that he is smart enough to not get absolutely torched with his with his, what did he run, a 4.6?
No, fuck no. I don't believe
Probably
that.
4'6". He's
I don't
what,
believe that.
5'8",
Like, yeah,
5'9".
with his 5'8" stature,
just
his
love creating
31-inch
false
arms,
narratives.
and his 4.6 40. I hope he's smart enough to cover all those.
There's just no way he ran a 4.6. There's no way he ran a 4.6.
What?
4.54. That's,
I mean,
that's too damn
like
close.
let's be
I might
honest
need to
here.
change my breakout.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has the potential to break out.
I hope he's smart enough
Tommy
to
Tremble.
cover all that.
Tommy Tremble's on my list as well.
Mine would be Sam Franklin.
Dog, dog, what up, twin? That's
would-
game.
that would
we
be
need
my
that Sam
breakout.
Franklin interview ASAP. I'm not gonna lie.
Either Sam Franklin or what's the cornerback that Jettas? The
Oh,
cornerback.
Deshaun Jameson.
Deshaun Jameson. Those are I'm gonna have my eyes on Deshaun and Sam. Those are my breakout.
Secondary as a whole.
Yeah.
We got to keep our eye on that secondary as a whole because Alex is still back there. And niggas just don't even mention him. Nobody talks about him. He just proposed, or he might have just got married. I don't know which one. Shout out to you. Salute. What Cat do? Salute to bro. But he's just waiting. He's just waiting. I hope X doesn't go down. Hope Jordan Fuller doesn't go down. Nick Scott, unfortunately, I just think that he's going to outplay you in training camp. Alex, I'm going to have my eye on him as well. And Deshaun Jameson, that was a great pick. I know what Dunk was going to give me. I seen it last year. So he's a great special teams guy. He going to chat.
What about TMJ?
What about TMJ? That could stir a whole another 30-minute conversation about him.
Yeah.
I think TMJ is on his way out. I do.
And
I think he's
we
quick.
need to look forward to that kicking battle too.
I was just about to say that shit. I'm gonna have my eyes on Eddie Pinheiro and Big Boy.
Yeah, for sure.
Eddie,
JJ the kicker.
4 times.
I got my money on Mevis. What you want to do? I'm in a betting mood. I
got my
crazy.
money on Mevis too.
I got my money on
I'll
Mevis,
take
bro.
that.
As
He
far
ain't
as
missed.
what?
He ain't missed.
No,
Who's gonna be?
he did miss.
Who's gonna
missed
be the
the
starting kicker?
individuals,
Who's
bro.
gonna be the starting kicker?
I'm not.
Whoever is the starting kicker is the kicker that's going to be on the roster. Other niggas is getting cut. We got Johnny Hecker. He'll kick.
Yeah, that's true. So
And
what
with
you
the
want to
new
do?
rules, and with the new rules, allegedly the kickers are going to be taking a lot more contact. I believe Mevis's body is designed a little bit better for that contact. I think Mevis has the advantage. He was there during voluntary. He was there during mandatory. He hasn't missed at all in game situations. He missed 2 individual kicks. Who gives a fuck? You know how many? How many fucking run blocks I got fucked on in practice in individuals, but then we go to team and I dog niggas. So that shit doesn't matter.
My money's on
I
Thicker the
got
kicker.
Mevis. Yeah, I got Mevis, bro. If you want to do something, we can do
Thicker.
$10. I got Mevis. And shout out to Eddie too, because I saw his interview a couple of weeks ago. Seems like to be a real down to earth guy. Has a little conceited, arrogant tendencies to him at times. He think he's cute and shit like that. You know.
Got his diamond earrings in.
Yeah.
About to probably put some ice on his neck when he get that new contract. Something slight.
He won't get it from us. But shout out to
Something
bro,
slight.
though. I wish him the best of luck. He's not getting it. I think he gets cut. I think TMJ gets cut. I think Miles Sanders teeters the line. I think if he dicks around and just so happens to accidentally get hurt or something like that, I think the Carolina Panthers take the cap hit and say, fuck it, we just can't deal with it. I do. I know that might sound crazy to a lot of y'all because y'all be slandering me anyway, but I think that's a possibility. And my other breakout guy that I have my eyes on, for real, I said it earlier, but Tommy Tremble. He was going crazy in OTAs. They say he was getting a lot of red zone targets. This is a guy that already has more career touchdowns than Kyle Pitts, a name that a lot of people love gassing up for whatever reason.
Y'all will hate me. If y'all love gassing Kyle Pitts, y'all will hate me, like legitimately.
He's not that.
Yeah, he's not, honestly. I think he's mid.
Yeah. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that as well. But Tommy Tremble, Shaw Smith-Wade, actually that secondary as a whole, I'd say we had to keep a close eye on that. There are going to be some breakout guys there, and it's going to be interesting to see that battle for cornerback too, because I think, to me it's open. They say Dane Jackson right now. To me it's open. And, obviously we can go free agency. We know that there will be cuts and releases throughout the summer, so maybe we find our cornerback two somewhere else from another organization, whatever the case may be. But I'm interested to see what we have.
I pray that's the case.
Well, we'll see, because whatever's on the waiver wire, whatever, is on the market, it might not be nothing better than what you got in-house already.
I find that hard to believe, but
we'll see. Let me see.
Nothing better than Dane Jackson.
Something has to be better than Dane Jackson. I'm not going to lie. With all due respect.
Kool-Aid, Cooper.
Any of them.